We're the heroes of the realm tonight, blazing swords and hearts alight. Monsters quake when we take a stand. We'll save the land with our own two hands. The Goblin King laughs from his iron throne, but his fear will grow when he's all alone. We've got courage and spades and the will to fight. This is our world and we'll set it right.
All right, and welcome to the next episode of Ash and Steele Tales from the Shalelands, our Goblin Slayer tabletop RPG live play with these wonderful gentlemen here below me. Last we left our adventurers, they had just massacred a mine full of goblins and were betrayed yet again. Lone fighter who they knew had a history with EV spells and took him along as he kind of wanted to get redemption and maybe some solace of heart and soul for himself. But maybe what he told you wasn't 100% the truth, or some sort of modified memory of some kind, as you saw signs of a rage, wrath deep inside of him. And at one point in the battle, Evie had taken over his body and told you guys, well, you were annoying and had him turn on you. And you did defeat him. And, you know, as we've discussed, you went out and buried him, as he didn't really die his own adventurer. He died controlled and manipulated by an evil temptress. And now a few weeks have passed, and you guys are back in the Alabaster City. You've probably been doing some day laboring and or looking for information again on EV spells and whatnot. And you have successfully completed enough adventures to rise in the ranks of the Adventurers Guild. And maybe that's one of the first things you do during those times. And they will tell you that the leader of this adventuring guild, Old Man Adventure, is his kind of nickname and moniker, is actually away on an adventure himself. So once he gets back, he will be going through the kind of, they call it like an interview process. He likes to have with adventurers as they gain ranks, a little one-on-one conversation to see where their careers and paths are headed, and if there's anything he can do for you. And so that time is quickly approaching. But also, I'm going to start with Declan here. You receive a letter shortly after you get back with the caster seal on it. And it has a faint smell of roses and lilacs and a pretty perfume. And you open it, and it is a wonderful letter from, Elizabeth. As she says that what has happened to Simon is awful. She knows that in your heart you will find him and bring him back from this temptress's clutches. And she goes on about how she has become an adventurer herself and has already gone on a few adventures. And at the bottom, there is a PS that says, I will be arriving at the Alabaster City on a specific day, and that date is 2 days from this exact moment.
Guys, I got a letter from Lizzie. She became an adventurer and she's on her way. Look.
Oh, nice. Maybe you can finally seal the deal.
What does that mean? There's a seal on here. Does that mean I get one myself?
Yeah, that's what it means.
Okay. Then yes, I'll finally seal the deal.
Letter smells nice, brother.
We'll have fun. You'll have us seal the deal too, because we are the Raven Spears, so we need our own. We need this spear. The
I wouldn't suggest that.
So we seal the deal at the same time?
I guess so. We'll both get the same seal the deal.
Oh man, high five!
High five!
Nice. Yeah, so that's kind of the most recent of events. Probably within the next week, you might receive a message from the Adventurers Guild saying that Old Man Adventure is back and, is scheduling these interviews to give out promotions and ranks. Elizabeth is arriving in a few days. What's everybody doing? I randomly rolled for some silver for you guys, saying you've done some laboring and some profession stuff over the last couple weeks, so I've added some silver to your inventories there.
Did we get any silver from completing our quests?
Oh, you know what? Let's if the three of you will each roll 2d10.
Ooh, terrible.
I'm gonna get snow money.
Each of you receive 400 silver pieces.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Oh. Wait, 400 apiece?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
As you would have met
In the money.
the small dwarf miner who was looking to reclaim those mines, has a thick accent and a heavy beard, and almost doesn't even really speak the common tongue. It's kind of a Spanglish of dwarven and common. And you come out of that encounter not really learning anything, but with a pouch full of silver, as he thanks you for clearing out the mine.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Anytime.
Huh?
Are you looking for work all night? Come on down. I'll get you something.
I believe he said he has work for us anytime, so come on down.
I didn't know you spoke his language. What is he? Did he have like a stroke or something?
Stroke of your mom, maybe.
Hey now.
I believe he said he strokes on your mom. I don't know what that means.
Thank you very much, Declan. I understood that much, and I would rather forget that he said that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, what other kind of work do you have? Is it more, goblin slaying stuff?
For something now. Just the old hee-hi-ho-hum.
He said,
Mining?
oh, okay, you understood that one.
It's more the body language.
Well, he said, I don't have anything right now, just normal hee-hi-ho-hum or something.
Isn't that giant language? Wait. I'm utterly confused. Either way, I don't know if mining's really my forte.
And he kind of just shrugs and continues on doing what he was doing. So you guys are... Ooh, you know what I did? I made the Alabaster City a map.
We update.
Cool.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. We have stuff. We have stuff to buy. I've already have like all the gear I'm going to go, but I can make my my cloth armor magical. I think I have to find that. I think it's.
Yeah, so it sounds like the standard shopping, re-equipping of things are gonna kind of happen here, and sort of fast forward to a few days from now. Okay. And Declan, the morning of Elizabeth's arrival is here. She says she will meet you at the steps of the Adventurers Guild Hall in the Alabaster City. Once she arrives, which if anything like the boat you took, she'll probably get here early morning, right after all the shops and everything have opened and the hustle and the bustle of the city is happening. How do you prepare for a day like this?
How do I prepare for a day like this? I'm glad you asked. Well, I go out shopping and I get some pretty flowers. I find some person who knows how to make balloon animals and get like some balloon animals for her that I can give to her as well. And I also find a sweet shop and purchase some sweets for her arrival.
Perfect. How about Tomahawk and Cypher, knowing that on this day Declan will probably be non-existent to the rest of the world? What are you two up to?
Going to seal the deal. I think, is there like a leather worker around here that might be able to add a few notches onto my belt? Specifically,
definitely.
specifically my tomahawk belt.
Yes. You have, there's Clonky's Closet, who, is kind of an eccentric Rhea, who's just kind of bits and bobs and weird engineering stuff and, armor and weapons and things. Or there are, regular leather workers in town. Everybody kind of right around the Adventurers Guild Hall seems to cater to specifically adventurers. So not too far from the Guild Hall is like a leather armorer, a weaponsmith. All those things are within walking distance. It's as if they put up shop real close on purpose.
Cool. I'll go see the Rhea, see what he's all about.
Yeah, so you go to Clonky's Closet, which is actually in a little bit in the higher portions of the city. And as you get there, there's a lot of commotion coming from the shop, as there's like a little trail of smoke coming out of the window, and there are a bunch of people gathered, and it seems like maybe a town guard or two. But yeah, there seems to be kind of a general commotion happening.
I'll look around. Can I see if I can maybe find the source of the commotion, perhaps?
Yeah, roll me and observe.
There it is. Boop. 14.
Pretty easy to spot as you make your way over. There is a small Rhea standing upon kind of a human-sized like robot type thing, and this robot is smoking out of its ears, and all of a sudden, every 45 seconds to a minute, a loud siren comes out of the mouth of this thing. And there's a little red light that is spinning on the top of its head. And the Rhea is kind of like, as you walk over to it, he like bangs it on the top of the head. It stops making the noise. It's still smoking a little bit. And he turns around and he looks at nobody's ever seen a robot guard before? What do you get out of here? You're messing up the shop. And the guards just kind of look at him and shake their head and walk away, and the crowd is slowly kind of dispersing. He's like, unless you're going to buy something, why don't you get out of here?
Can we like retcon and say that I asked Cypher if he wanted to come with me?
Yeah, Cypher would like to join on this.
Okay, can we also retcon that I gave Cypher 175 gold or silver, sorry, to have my cloth armor made magical.
How about this? I help you do your activities to speed up the meeting tomorrow. Then we can all go.
Well, he already said I'm with her the whole time and non-existent.
Yes, this is
So
like
I
the
give you
morning.
Feeling the deal.
of. So while he goes out and gets his hair cut, gets her chocolates and flowers, you guys are like, let's go check out some shop. This is kind of all happening at the same time.
I give you 175 gold to get my cloth armor magically enhanced.
Just send me a message.
Okay.
Send me a chat.
I'll look at the Ray and just say,
Clunky, I presume?
Kind of stops and goes, the one and only. What can I do you for, kid?
Well, first I gotta say, I don't think a robot guard is very good if it doesn't really work.
This one here, it's just a prototype. And he slaps it, and it just like bends, buckles at the knees, and just falls awkwardly to the ground. And he goes, yeah, I'm having some problems with the stabilizers, and the alarm seems to be going off really as it passes anybody. And I'm trying to program it so that, like, when a crime happens, it knows it's going to replace those assholes someday. And he, like, points over to the actual guards. He's like, they're always walking around here yelling at me about stuff. It's really quite annoying.
Maybe because they know that you're planning on taking away their jobs.
Nah, that's not it. They're just assholes. Anyway, you guys gonna hear the gawk or you gonna come shop?
Well, I do have silver that's kind of burning a hole in my pouch.
Well, I have a perfect fireproof place to put it. Come on in, boys. And he just leaves the robot there, just like up against the side of the shop, all crumpled up.
I'll just kind of
you-
like lightly kick it on the side of its head.
And you walk into the shop, and this is just a wild shop. You know, you see everything from adventuring ropes that have like gold or platinum twine intermixed in it. There's an aisle of different kinds of potions. There's a whole glass back wall that is like a glass cupboard. Seems to have magic items in it. And then there's a whole counter he seems to have. It's also his workplace. It just has armor and weapons and stuff that he's working on. This place is just filled with magical knickknacks and all kinds of crazy adventuring gear.
Say, I'll tell you what I'm looking for specifically. I want to be able to hold more of these.
And I'll just kind of tug at the belt on my chest there. I assume my tomahawk belt is kind of just like running across my chest, just like
I feel like
a
they're kind
pirate
of
pistol belt.
sideways. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
He
wondering
goes-
if you might be able to add a couple notches to this for more tomahawks.
Well, and he looks at you and he goes, I actually got something you might like, kid. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me find it. And he like disappears from the counter because it's a little over his head anyway. And you hear him like rustling around. You see stuff's getting like thrown in the air. And he comes back and he goes, all right, there's another prototype I've been working on. I was thinking of giving this to like some of the lumber workers who work out in Shadesfield, but I made a couple smaller ones for the dwarves, but they hated that I made them smaller. They called me Dwarfist. I don't know what to do with them. And he comes
But
out
you're
with
smaller than them. That's crazy.
that's what I'm saying, but whatever. He comes out with a tube can. You know, it's probably about 2 or 3 inches in diameter and probably about 7 inches long almost. And he hands it over to you. And he goes, you see that button there? There's a little button on it. He goes, hold it out a little ways from you and click the button. And you click the button and you hear this like, and like a second later, tomahawk just like expands. And
Whoa.
the blade comes flying out from it.
What is this?
And I'll kind of swing it around a little bit, check the balance.
Yeah, not perfect, but you've probably picked up worse weapons from goblins for sure.
Oh, yeah. So, is this supposed to be like is it a compact?
Yeah, you can think of it like a compact throwing axe. If you look on the bottom, there's a little spot you can hook to it and just kind of hook it on your belt there too. And
nice.
there's like almost a little carabiner that will just like attach to your belt.
Whoa. This is cool. How much?
Well, let's see. He kind of is like rustling around with stuff. It's mostly as I try to find the prices.
And quick question while you're doing that. Is it safe to say our attrition and fatigue are healed?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Spent enough time to be fully healed. He goes, 30 silver pieces for each one. He's like, I got 5 right now if you want them. He's like, and I can modify your bandolier there to hold 4 pretty easily, judging by your size. And I'd even throw that into the deal if you buy all 5.
I mean, yeah. That's a great deal. Let's see. So,
150 silver pieces.
100. Thank you. Okay.
And I'm just like gonna. What's my intelligence is 2. I'm slightly smarter than I am strong, which is not very. I'll just dump all my silver out on the counter in front of him. There's 460 in total,
I'll
and I'm just
help
like
him
count them out
out.
one by one.
All right. Well, here. And he pulls up this kind of box-looking thing, and he goes, I got you, kid. And he types in 100 and 150, and he just kind of grabs a couple handfuls until it hits like 152, and then it spits out a couple silver coins, and he slides them back over to you. And he goes,
Wow.
"There, kiddo. This is, kind of a secret to the trade here. I made this myself. It counts my coins at the end of the night.
That's awful handy.
Called a
Yeah.
calculator."
Whoa. I don't get the name, but okay.
Well,
And you said that the belt now holds 4?
yeah.
Okay. And so now I have 5. Are they basically the same as my other ones?
Yeah, they're exactly
Functionally?
the same. I would say, you, I would say you'd have a -1 with these ones, just because they're a little bit weird to hit with
Okay.
them. But other than that, they function exactly the same.
And you said it's just like they come in like little
It's like a little,
canisters, so I can
yeah,
just
like
like
a
shove them
tube.
into a backpack.
Well, yeah, that and the bandolier can hold 4 of them, so you pretty much just pull them off the bandolier, hit them, and they expand to a little axe for you.
Okay. Very cool.
What about you, kid? And he looks over at you, Cypher. Yeah, you got any weapons you need modified or anything like that?
Seeing what you have for magical items, if you have any.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. And he points you to the back of the shop, and he goes, you want to start back there, because those are probably the most money, and you make your way down aisles 5 and 7. That's going to be most of the items, from mundane to somewhat useful. 6 is all potions. There's even a couple scrolls and some crystals back there. Catalysts, I think, is what a lot of the spellcasters call them. Yeah, that's kind of my area for magic items. You just let me know if there's anything I need to readjust or resize for you.
Yeah, I do want to buy a. I believe it's some of your cloth items, and I'll kind of point at the +1 cloth armor.
Oh, yeah,
See if
the
I can
+1 cloth armor. He's like, yeah, it's over there. He's like, I only really have a spool of it out right now, but I have a couple other colors. If there's a color scheme you're going for, yeah, they might say that you can get better stuff down in the King City, but Clonky makes the best, especially this cloth. It's an old family technique.
I'll just kind of go check him out, just trying to remember what color my brother picked out that he definitely told me.
Yeah. So what colors do you have there?
What? Hey, he pretty much tells you any color you want.
Oh, I thought he said he only has a certain color. Okay.
He only has
so,
a couple colors out there, as if he only keeps a couple things on the shelf at a time.
So my main color is black, but we also have like purple in our family crest. So if we could get like black and purple, that would be awesome. Like a
Yeah.
mix of it.
Black and purple. Yeah, let me go check the back a little bit. Both of you make an observe roll for me.
Well, I'm not there. Do you want me to?
No, Tomahawk and Cypher.
Sorry.
As he goes to the back. Well, I'm just saying you would have had this color discussion.
Not bad.
Tomahawk, you kind of notice it. He goes back. He like moves a curtain to like a back portion of the shop that you see some more shelves and stuff on as he opens the curtain. And as you hear him kind of like mumbling to himself and you're kind of waiting there, you see a very faint glow kind of around the door frame. And then a couple seconds later, about a minute later, he comes back out and he's got this black cloth armor, and it kind of has this almost like, it looks almost like they're moving. I forget what it's like, almost iridescent, like purple design. That as he like moves it around to show you and kind of check size and everything, you see this kind of like purple design sort of scattered throughout the armor.
Whoa. Little busy for me, but that's actually pretty cool. I bet Declan would like that.
Yeah, I'll that's the one.
Nice. And he charges you whatever it is in the book for.
175.
Yeah.
I hand him over 175.
Perfect.
Do
Puts
you-
it in his little calculator and counts
Do you
it
have
out.
any? Do you have any rings?
I got a few rings. You can check the ring bucket over there. And you look over and you go down one of the aisles and there's just a bucket. It says magical rings. and it doesn't say what they are. It just has like a couple handfuls of random magical rings.
I'll just kind of go over and check out.
I love the idea that he's just got a bunch of magic rings in a bucket. He's like, here, pick one.
They're all 1,000 each. It's fine.
Is there a specific ring or armband or something you're looking for?
I was looking for anything that would do. If there's a plus. Oh my goodness! Like, swear I just saw.
Oh, the +1 armbands are freaking 1,000 silver. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was something else.
But they're
I'll tell you what. I'll slap down 10 high-level catalysts to purchase. I'll take these. Then I'll pass over 100 silver.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't come prepared for this.
No, you're good. And no, you just the ring as you can find it. He pretty much has most equipment. I would say most +1 of anything, and then a few +2s of some stuff. But he can requisition anything you want if you need bigger armaments and things like that. So you guys have a little bit of a shopping thing, and Declan, kind of jump back to you. You are standing. Yep.
It won't let me add the extra +1 to the armor. It just keeps going back to 1.
Okay.
I was able to add the dodge, but I wasn't able to add the armor. Okay. But
Well,
yes,
we'll just remember
back
that.
to me.
You are standing outside of the Adventure Guild Hall, watching as crowds and crowds of people pass by. Roll me an observe roll, if you would.
Of course. Boom.
You catch her trying to sneak up on you. As you see her in the crowd, and she seems to have spotted you right before you spot her, and she sort of tries to use the crowd to sort of get closer to you as to decoy. She's got a grin on her face, and she looks like she is trying to sneak up on you.
I'm going to let her sneak up on me.
A few moments later, you obviously track her through the crowd, and you feel a slight tap on your shoulder. Are those chocolates for me?
Yes, they are, Elizabeth.
And she smiles, and not that one. Okay, no players. And here is a little red-haired, green-eyed Elizabeth Castor, wearing what looks to be leather armor, and it says she's dead on the screen for some weird reason.
No, not my woman.
Evie Spells shows up and says your woman's dead. No.
I never even got to hold her hand.
But she takes a step back, and she kind of, has her arms behind her back and sees you and goes, "Wow, Declan, you've grown. I think you've gotten a little bit taller. How many more adventures have you done since you've been out here?"
We have completed 3 or 4 adventures since we've been out here. It's been crazy.
Wow.
We escorted this guy to a cave. We got ambushed in a cave as well. When your brother was taken, we found a guy who was attacked by goblins. We had to herd cows, but we ended up not herding any cows. and then we just took one where we cleared a mine and got rid of all these goblins.
Wow. And somewhere in the middle, you lost my brother.
Yes, I did mention that.
Yes, yes. And have you heard anything about him? Is he still alive or anything like that?
Have I heard anything else? Oh well, I guess Lone Fighter did mention Simon. So Simon is safe. He's just captured by this evil seductress.
Well, I know you'll rescue her. Is Tomahawk and Dagonoth still in town with you, or are you guys going on different adventures?
Well, I believe they are shopping. I had much more important things to do.
Yes.
Give you these as I give her the flowers as well as the chocolates.
And she grabs them and she goes, and you can tell she's not quite used to wearing, her gauntlets and things like that. And she accidentally pops the balloon animal you got for her, and she kind of looks at you. Sorry, I'm still kind of getting used to some of this stuff. It was really. Right before you guys left, I was thinking about being an adventurer, and I saved up some money, and I bought myself some armor, and I've gone on 2 adventures so far, and I know that they say that you shouldn't be come up to the Alabaster City unless you're a Steele rank, but I'm actually on a job, and so I won't be here long, but I thought I'd take the job, and I won't be leaving the city, I don't think. Just here to help out with some scribe work that my dad got me an adventure for.
But you want me to come with you?
I'm not supposed to report there for a few days. I was gonna hang out with you and the group, and maybe if there was a small adventure or something we could all go on, or maybe I could help you find information about Simon if you had any leads. But I have a few days before I have to start that.
There's nothing I would like more than to spend a couple days with you.
Good. Well, I'm really hungry. The food on the boat was really gross.
Well, I know a pretty good place. It's where we're staying. What was it called? The sheep something or something like that? What was the nice one? Where we're sleeping on clouds? What did you say that was called?
What was it?
I just wrote in my notes that it's Sleeping on Clouds. The Inn of Sleeping Clouds. But she should know
wrote it down.
She should know what it is because I wrote it on her in the letter to her.
You sent me the letter?
Yeah, but the letter says insert in name here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? Because I couldn't remember what it was called.
She goes, okay, yeah, let's go get there. Maybe we'll run into Tomahawk and Cypher. I brought gifts for you guys, but I wanted to make sure you're all together when I give them to you.
You're so sweet.
And you guys head off to the inn. And we'll say Tomahawk and Cypher, you guys kind of finish up all your shopping stuff at around the same time and join Declan and Liz Caster for lunch. She sees you guys and she goes, Tomahawks, it's good to see you guys.
Hey, look who it is.
Yeah, when you left, it got real lonely without all of you guys there, and so I became an adventurer. Well, kind of, I guess. I've only done 2 adventures.
I'll look at her, and then I'll look at Declan, and then Cypher, and then back at her, and just be like,
Yeah, that's great that you'd be out risking your life for this stuff.
Well, I haven't done really any dangerous adventures yet. One adventure was I was actually a guard for a caravan. There was a lot of us, and then another one I did support somebody as they got rid of a small goblin nest, but I really wasn't in that much danger. Goblins they were a lot tougher when you guys saved me. I don't know why I was really ever afraid of them.
Yeah, tell us about it. We just killed like 30 of them.
Wow.
We did.
That's
I
so
see.
cool. Oh, yeah, so this was before I knew my brother was missing, but I had these made for you guys. And on the table she puts little like individually wrapped packages. They're not too big. She puts 4 down and then she kind of looks around and grabs one, the 4th one, and kind of puts that back in her pack and goes, I thought, if you guys were going to stay as a group, you should have some sort of insignia or something like that. And so I made these brooches for you.
Isn't she
Wow.
just the best?
That was incredibly sweet, and I really don't know how to respond to that level of sweetness.
He's having a
Goodness.
Well, I guess
meltdown.
you could just wear it.
And I'll kind of just snap it on my cloth armor because I don't currently have a cloak.
I think I need a cloak for this, but this is awesome.
I do the same.
Yeah, and it's just like a round brooch and has like 4 sections, and each section has like your guys' like chosen weapon.
Oh, you even got the little tomahawk on there. That's so cool.
Oh, look at my spear.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be in town a few days. I don't know if you guys have any adventures you're going on, but I also wanted to come help find my brother. And so if there's anything I can do while I'm here to help, let me know.
Well, there was this dwarf that wanted us to go help him hunt miners, but I didn't really like the sound of that.
I thought dwarves normally were miners.
No, this guy was kind of old.
Oh. Did they owe him money or something?
I don't know. I couldn't
Oh.
really understand what he was saying. He was a bit mealy-mouthed.
Oh. Doesn't really sound like a grand adventure.
I mean, I guess it's just, a matter of opinion, I suppose. Say, what kind of stuff can you do anyway?
Oh, well, I mean, I've always kind of practiced a little bit of true word magic. So kind of like Simon Castor, my brother, my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and so on and so forth. But after you guys left, I actually have been practicing a little bit with the sword, and she kind of turns a little bit, and you see this kind of thin sword is attached to her side. And she's like, and I've been really good at scouting through the woods and everything. I think kind of like you, Tomahawk. When you put me up in that tree that one day as a prank, which now was really funny, but then I was really scared, I realized I should probably overcome that fear.
Yeah, trees are our friends.
Yeah, and so, a lot of my magic that I've been practicing has kind of been being a better tracker, a hunter.
I'll look at Declan and just be like,
Us scouts gotta stick together.
Yeah, that I have my bow is with my luggage, which is getting dropped off at where I'll be working. But I want to go into the forest nearby and do a little bit of hunting at some point.
That sounds like fun. I'll go with you.
Oh, that would be great.
We should all go.
Yeah, that would
mean,
be
if it's-
awesome.
As long as we won't be like, interrupting anything between you two. You guys might want some privacy.
Well, I mean, the larger group we have for hunting will have to be more quiet. But I mean, I know you guys are probably super stealthy.
Well, I don't mean to brag or anything, but sure, yeah, I'll go with you.
Well, the only one who's not really stealthy is Cypher. There'll be like one item in the entire room and he'll find a way to kick it,
Guys, I was holding a torch and I tripped over a rock. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
I'll be
whatever you say,
stealthier this
brother.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
that just you're not as clumsy as Simon though. I would never take Simon hunting.
Mhm. Oh.
Poor Simon.
That you kind of
We
gets
have
a little
to find
quiet
him.
for a second.
We have to find him.
But anyway, I was gonna go check into where my room is, but I wanted to walk around the city. I don't know if Declan or if you guys have anything else to do and want to walk around with me, show me all the really cool spots you guys have found.
Well, we were just going to probably try to find some more information on if any new updates on Simon's whereabouts. But yeah, I could take you on a tour, and then we can ask some people on the way.
That would be great. And you guys finish lunch, and she runs off for a little bit. And in that time, you guys get letters from the Adventuring Guildhall saying the Old Man Adventure is back and is taking interviews, and kind of just to come to the Adventuring Guildhall when you are ready to have an interview, and he'll meet you then.
Well, I'll just kind of stick around with everybody until there's a bit of a lull, and I'll just kind of dip out and make my way up there.
Yeah, I'll head there too if she left us.
Yeah, she said she'd meet you back in a couple hours. She's going to get her room sorted out and stuff like that.
So I walk her to the room and then head to the Adventurers Association.
Perfect. The three of you guys can roll me one more set of observe rolls.
Nice.
All right, Tomahawk with a critical success, and that's kind of what I wanted. That was my DC anyway for you, 20. You guys are walking. Maybe you've parted with the group for a minute, kind of on your own thing, but for a second, you're kind of walking down a busy thoroughway, and a cloaked person walks by and sort of knocks into you, and their cloak moves a little bit, and for a moment, you thought it was Simon.
Whoa! Hey, hold on! You!
And you see him. He's probably, 20, 30 meters ahead of you as you kind of keep track of him, and he seems to pick up his pace a little bit.
Hey, guys, come on! I think I saw Simon. Let's go!
Simon, let's go.
What?
And I
Let's
take
go.
off sprinting in the direction that he told me to go.
I'll just
Yeah.
keep yelling out,
Simon! Simon!
I will have you guys roll me a movement resistance rolls as you are kind of fighting through the crowd at the moment.
Strength focus or technique focus?
Strength focus, as you're probably more pushing than you are doing anything else.
I want to do technique, but okay.
oh, not bad. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, and Tomahawk, you sort of lose Declan and Cypher. You have your eye on him. You're the first one that saw him. You know what you're looking for. You guys go a few city blocks, and you lose him in the crowd. But you lose him kind of in that where you first found that tree in kind of the middle of that marketplace area. It's where people kind of were sitting and having snacks, and sort of almost like a little city park that was kind of surrounded by vendors and things like that. And you notice that there is something high up in that tree, like a freshly carved something. 'Cause I feel like you probably spend a lot of time in this tree since it kind of has a great view of the city.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. You s-
Yeah, I'll scramble up the tree.
You scramble up the tree, and there are initials of SC newly carved into the tree.
Whoa! Shout from the top of the tree. It's like I can just imagine like the visual of my anime character just like shouting, the head like really loud, and I'm just like jumping out of the top of the tree shouting down.
It's like
Guys!
It's the scene where like the scene's all small and you just have a big head. You know, and it's just going off in the chat bubble.
You're a chibi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I think Simon was here. I felt some initials up at the top of the tree. It says SC. I think it was up here.
Of course he'd find a way to get in the tree. We're coming, Tama! I take off running even more.
We'll
Yeah.
just be on the hot trail.
Yeah, you guys get up there, and I don't know if you climb the tree or not, but confirm that there are now initials carved high up in the tree of SC.
Can we look around the tree to see if there was any other things he might have left to help us find him, even though he's under a spell?
Yeah, roll me an observe.
22.
Oh,
Nice. You find would be something, you know, just trying to. You find a pouch, and the reason you recognize this is it's actually your pouch. Remember when they took a bunch of money off you and they dropped you
Uh-huh.
off? Well, you find your pouch of silver that has about 20 silver pieces in it. And
So they still stole a lot of my money.
Yeah.
Bastard.
and it has a little scroll in it, but when you open it, there is nothing. Like, you can't see anything written.
Hey, can anybody read this unwritten scroll?
I mean, I can't see in the dark. I don't know if that would help, though.
I'll take a look at it.
No, you don't notice. Yeah, you don't see anything. It just looks like a blank part of a scroll that was kind of ripped and curled and put into this money pouch.
Maybe Liz can read it. She's been practicing some spells, sorcery with spells of true words or something. True power. Words of true power.
Talking spells.
Yes.
I think is what you call that. Well, I mean,
I'll look at the sun and just try to gauge how much longer we have until we're supposed to be meeting her.
Oh, probably about an hour.
well, we've still got some time. We're not that far away from the Adventurers Hall. I mean, maybe we can go ahead and obviously we lost him, but the good news is it seems like he's trying to lead us to him. So I'm sure we'll see him again at some point. But we can go and get our interviews out of the way, I guess.
I'll start climbing down out of the tree. Excuse me. I'll start climbing down out of the tree and make my way towards the Adventurers Hall and just look back up and be like,
Well, you guys coming?
Yeah.
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 Oh, sorry. I was distracted. I was still trying to figure out what this letter said.
Still thinking about Evie, huh? Yeah, I get it.
But no, her name is Lizzie.
No, you know, the one that could feed a small army of children. Never mind.
Oh, misspells. Yes. Sorry. No, I was distracted. I have to find Simon for Lizzie.
All right. Well, you guys hike up back through the Alabaster City and get to the Adventurers Guild Hall. And upon entering, you see there's kind of a decent little line of people, looks like, standing to get their next ranks and their promotions as well. But one of the quest givers sees you and says, you guys are a party, right? Oh, what was it?
Scout's honor.
That's it. Yeah, actually, Old Man Adventure told us if you guys arrived to send you up ahead of everybody. And you see some adventurers kind of glare at you and go, "What? We've been here for hours." And they just kind of shrug it. They're like, he's the boss. So up the stairs and into the second room on the right. And that's where they're having the meetings.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yep. Good luck.
Thank you.
And you guys head up into the door, and there is the one thing you notice upon entering is that the room is dark. There are no candles, there's no fire, there's nothing lit. The only light is a single kind of beam of sunlight coming from the stained glass window that depicts, well, it sort of depicts this guy in like shorts and a t-shirt, bald old man. It's a very strange stained glass, and there are a few chairs facing the window, and there's one chair where there's this, like a silhouetted person. He's facing the window as well, and his back is to you, and you hear, "Why don't you boys come on and sit it down?"
Yes, sir. As I walk over there and sit down,
I'll look
with
over
an
at Cypher
awkward
and
look
just
on
be
my
like,
face.
I just look over at Cypher and just be like,
Are we sure we found the right guy? I feel like we're in the wrong room.
We've killed enough goblins. We'll be fine.
Being an adventurer is so much more than just an occupation. Here in the Sharelands, you are a life source to these people. You are a protector. You are an avenger in some. You're a revenger to some as well, I guess you could say. You are the front lines to kill God. This is stupid. And you hear him crumple up a piece of paper and like throw it in the corner. And he flips his chair around, claps his hands, and the room kind of lights up, and it's this nice room. And this is the guy who is sitting in front of you.
It looks like Master Roshi.
He's wearing cargo shorts. He's got almost a crop top on. He's got just like a button-down shirt, the sunglasses on. Yeah, white old man wearing flip-flops. His feet are out, and he goes, "So, you're the Scout's Honor that I've been hearing so much about, huh? Sorry about the formalities. I was trying something new. I didn't really like it."
It was very interesting.
Yeah, some of the other guild hall leaders say that I should take this job more seriously, but you know what? Screw that. We're all here to make some silver and kill some goblins and stuff, right?
Exactly.
I'll be like, I'll walk over and scoot one of the chairs out kind of loudly and just be like,
You know what? I like your style.
and I'll sit down in it and throw my feet up on top of the desk.
That's what I'm talking about. This isn't supposed to be serious. You guys have done a great job so far. Sorry to hear about your friend. I heard that you had a friend who was kidnapped, and then you were the kids out with Lone Fighter, huh?
Yeah, Lone Fighter tried to kill us. We brought back his stuff, and we also found this book that he had. So we weren't sure if we should bury it with him or what we should do with it. And I hand the monster encyclopedia to him.
And he grabs it for a second, looks up, and he goes, "Did you know, when I was a youngling, probably a little bit lesser rank than yourselves, I met Lone Fighter back in his prime. You wouldn't believe it, but he's older than I am."
Really?
Yeah. He was a good guy, but he came out here with me. He was one of our first adventurers out here, actually, one of the first groups, and then tragedy struck, and he wasn't really the same. I tried to keep an eye on him as much as I could, but I quickly rose to guild master and couldn't quite give him the attention I think he might have needed.
So, Guildmaster, does that make you, like, platinum?
No, no, not really. I mean,
Oh,
I could probably become platinum if I wanted to, but these old knees, they take a beating. And he kind of, you hear it pop, 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 pop as he like moves his leg a little bit. He's like, I go on adventures from time to time, mostly just to keep the mind and body young, you know. But it's mostly pretty easy stuff. Wrestled a manticore about last week. That was fun.
You wrestled a manticore.
Yeah, really, you know, the trick to manticores, if you ever run into one, is right here on their jaw. God, they love to be petted there.
Pet manticore. I write it down.
But yeah, and he looks down at the book. He goes, Monster Encyclopedia. And he opens it up and looks through it, kind of smirks a little bit, and he goes, I think Lone Fighter would have wanted you guys to have this. This seemed to have been passed down to him. So, and he kind of tosses it back to you.
it's definitely like an honor. I think.
Yes, I would agree.
You can see it that way. But anyway, on to your promotion. What are you? You guys are Steel rank now, right?
Correct.
And you're looking to go up to Sapphire,
Correct.
right? Well, I have one question for you then. And he kind of leans forward, gets a little bit serious, and he looks at you, Tomahawk, and he goes, Tomahawk Scout, why did you become an adventurer?
I mean, sir, if I'm being completely honest, it was mostly because, well, I was bored.
And I'm like, I'm sure that probably everybody would notice that I'm probably holding a little bit back.
And he sort of just nods his head and looks over at you, Declan. And he goes, Declan Ravenspear, why did you want to become an adventurer?
All right, I go into my 15-minute backstory about being an orphan and being saved by the Valkyrie and so on and so forth. And I go, I want to be able to protect the people that I was, or like people, because I wasn't able to protect the people back then. So I go into this like 15-minute explanation, and then I end up saying to protect the people because I wasn't able to do it back then.
At one point during your story, he like slides his chair in next to Tomahawk, and it's almost, he does this almost so fast that Declan, you're so enthralled in your speech, you don't notice this happens. But he pretty much saddles up to Tomahawk and he goes, did you get bored after hearing this? And then he like flips his chair back. And then he goes, Cypher, why did you want to become an adventurer?
He goes into a 15-minute backstory.
No.
We're twins, remember?
To honor the Dagonoffs, but mostly it was to find my brother.
Oh,
I'm right here, brother.
well,
See, I'm doing a good job.
I will tell you there is no wrong answer to this question. I just like to see where potential lies in any adventurer who's wanting to climb up the ranks. You know, a lot of adventurers get to a point and sort of hit a plateau. They have something traumatic happen to them, like Lone Fighter, or they really can't increase their skills. But the three of you here, I see great potential in. Each of you has a different reason for being an adventurer, but has the mind and the capacity to be an adventurer. And with that, I announce you Sapphire rank.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa, that's so awesome. That's like whenever, you know what's crazy is that whenever you said that, this like really warm feeling like washed all over me, almost as if I've been waiting for this for a long time, and now it finally came to fruition. Oh, this is so awesome. Look at us, guys. Sapphire.
High
Did
five.
it.
You see him for a second, and he kind of takes his sunglasses off and kind of rubs under his eyes, and he goes, Tomahawk, you remind me of a young me. I'll be watching your career, kid.
Oh, thanks.
Now get out of here. And he turns his chair around, goes over, grabs another piece of paper off the desk, claps, and all the lights go off, and he goes, send the next ones in. I'm going to see if the speech works better.
Best of luck, sir. And thank you. As we walk out.
And you are effectively Sapphire rank.
Oh,
Guys, we're Sapphire rank. I
did
don't
he
know
give
why,
us
but
the
the second
text?
he said that, it made me feel like I'm stronger, like I can hit harder for some reason.
And you
Yeah,
hear
it's just a
right
weird
before you
thing.
close the door, oh, wait, I got to give you the Sapphire things. And he comes running out real quick and, like, does a double take down the hallway and make sure there's, like, no other adventurers watching and, like, hands you the Sapphire insignia
Oh,
things real
froze.
quick.
Wow.
You froze for.
Oh, he calls you back into the room real quick to hand you the Sapphire totems that symbolize you are now of Sapphire rank. He lets you guys go, and you hear, you see a few more adventurers in there, and you hear the start to that speech. Adventuring is not just a career, and you guys walk down the hallway.
Still doesn't really work that well, honestly. He should just go from the heart.
He was crazy.
Ah, he
Did
was
you see
awesome.
did you see how strong he was?
Yeah.
Even
I
though
wanna
his
be that
leg made that weird noises?
I wonder what rank he is. He's not platinum. What rank do
Well,
you have to be
there's-
to be a guild master?
Well, most adventurers are silver. Gold is only the highest ranking people, and then there's like the hero is the only one I know of the hero's party is the only platinums I know of.
Huh. I'm still kind of new to this whole thing. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I'm just kind of along for the ride, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Well, I'm glad you're here, Tano.
Me too. You guys, I kind of give you a hard time, but you're all right in my book. Now,
Wait, you give us a hard time?
no. Hey, let's say we go celebrate and have some drinks, huh?
I don't drink.
That's right, I forgot.
But I'll go with you.
More like Declan Raven stick in the mud, if you know what I mean.
I do not.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever stuck in mud before.
That's what I was called giving you a heart. Never mind. Let's go find Liz.
Oh, she might be done with the getting settled in.
Yeah, she should be really impressed. You know who else would be really impressed?
Simon?
No, never mind.
So he wouldn't be impressed?
Well,
He'd be
yeah, I'm sure
impressed.
he would, but if he would be here too, he would also be a sapphire. I was thinking about never mind. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We follow Tom.
Must be hard to be Tomahawk. We're just stupid.
Well, I grew up in a church with one nun, basically, and you grew up with dragons, so like we have no idea what this stuff means.
So how does
world is-
the guy who sleeps in trees know more about social convention?
Because you're a lot older than us, and you were actually
many
part
chances.
of society. I literally lived with one other person, and all they taught me was how to do was wield a spear.
Every single person I grew up with was named Dagonoth something, so we're all Dagonoths. There wasn't a lot of English going on there.
I'm sure there was some drinking or whatever, but it might have been more of a ceremonial type
Ceremony.
situation,
The elders mostly.
Yeah. Funny. But yeah, you guys meet up with Liz and sort of start your tour around the city. And I know you I guess you tell her that you may have seen Simon.
Yes, and I give her the letter and be like, since you've been learning words of true power, maybe you have something that can help you read this. Maybe there's something hidden that he wanted us to know. He even carved his initials in a tree and gave back my pouch.
She goes, well, I don't.
Faith in you.
I don't
I have
think
faith in
the
you, my love.
spells that I have are going to help that. But when me and Simon were little, we used to do this invisible ink trick. We need to find, what was it? Need to find some fruit, like a lemon or an orange, and we need to get somewhere with a small fire. And if it is one of those, I'll be able to figure out what's written on it.
Scavenger hunt time! Tama, Cypher, have one of you seen? Do you know where the fruit vendors are?
Oh, I bet I know. If there's a lemon tree around here, I bet I can find it.
I'll head over to the pub. Bound to have a lemon in there.
Ooh, good idea.
Cypher, roll me a 6th sense roll, would you?
Hold on, I'm stuck.
That's the worst. You get stuck in the corded headsets. Mine is when the dogs come up and get stuck in them. And you're like, all right.
Oh shit, what am I supposed to roll?
6th sense. Okay.
16.
You enter the pub, and something kind of almost on a mystical level. You're in tune with, the powers of the dragon priest, and you grew up learning that it is a power from Earth itself, right? It is the mana of the world that you are calling upon. Powers that awakens dragons and things like that is a primordial. For a moment, that kind of like sense tingles just a little bit, kind of like it makes the hair on the back of your neck kind of prick up, but you know it is something of that nature. And you are all of you going into the pub?
I'm still kind of looking around outside for a fruit vendor.
I think we would have separated to check her.
Yeah, I immediately sprinted off to look for a lemon tree.
You enter the pub, and in the corner there is a older lady, kind of short, squat, sitting at a table, small table. It's covered in like a dark tablecloth, and she seems to have cards or something out in front of her, and she looks right up at you and makes eye contact with you and beckons you over.
I'll head over. Kind of head on this level, but still head over.
You are special indeed. Sit. The cards are telling me that I need to tell you about your future. There is great power in it. I can feel it. I can sense it. You are destined for great things. And I feel as if I can answer questions you may have or set you on a path to become powerful.
Can I observe maybe around the table, maybe slightly try to see under it, just to kind of get my gauge of what she has behind her, around her, like a purse or rucksack or something?
Yeah, roll me an observe.
14.
She seems to have like a staff or a short staff laying, kind of propped up on the back of her chair. She does seem to have a big bag. It looks like it's kind of mix-matched materials that make this bag as if she has made it bigger of her own handiwork. But other than that, you don't see anything that necessarily sticks out as, warranted for investigation, other than the cards on the table that she has gathered and is shuffling in front of you.
So my future, you said?
Yes, is there a question you had that has been on your mind for a long time? Something you would like to ask of the universe?
I would... There's a man that has been lost. His name is Simon Castor. I truly want to know his whereabouts. That's been on my mind a lot.
A lost friend. Yes, and she throws a couple cards down, each having a different rune on them. She goes, "You have recently felt his presence near you, yes?"
Can I I don't know how to do it in this style, but can I see if she's telling the truth?
Like an insight?
Yeah, I didn't know what it is in this game.
Yeah. I know it's not one of those like made checks, but we will do an intelligence focus
Oh, thank you.
for insight. And she continues. She goes, "Yes, you've been in his presence recently, and I see he is in danger, but not imminent harm." And 15, it again that she's saying these things, and it's almost as if kind of the essence of dragon priest magic that is confirming. Like, she seems to be telling the truth, although vague. You can tell that she has tapped into some sort of primordial universal force beyond, the true words of magic or anything like that. So you've been in his presence recently, and although he is in danger, it is not one of life and death. It is battle for his soul. Oh. And I do see you finding him, but it's blurry. And she sort of looks surprised at herself when she says that. There seems to be a veil over him at the moment, but I can tell that you will meet your friend again soon. I do not know. She kind of stops for a second and sits back and goes quiet and comes back and goes, You have been given the answers to him." She sort of stops and pulls a few more cards and goes, I also see a quest for you and your friends, the ones who are here with you, to discover true power within yourselves and to find the tools that you will need to become great adventurers. You must find the bees.
The bees?
The bees.
Like the bees, or
Yes,
like the
yes.
letter?
The bees will lead you to greatness.
The bees. I'll write it down. The bees.
That. And she sort of slumps back into her chair and takes like a big ragged breath. And yes, it is all what will come to pass for you. Would you mind
Why
buying?
was I drawn here to you? I felt your presence before I walked through the door. Why is that?
She kind of studies you, squints her eyes. It would seem maybe that you were maybe destined to walk into this pub at this time, looking for a piece of fruit. And she puts a lemon on the table.
Before I accept, my name is Daganov. Daganov Cypher. And yours?
Daganov. That is not a name I've heard in a long, long time. And last time I heard that name, it was with some dragonkin. So it would seem that you have quite the interesting past, my little friend. And maybe, like myself, have been connected to greater powers than we think we are connected to.
So did you know Daganov Supreme? He's the one who led us.
No, my meetings with Daganov were just a few of them, and they told me stories of this Daganov Supreme, but I think it was just a few who had gotten lost and were making their way home. Or it was something like that. It was a long, long time ago. But here, I have something for you, then. And she pulls out just like a little totem. And you've probably seen this totem before. It's kind of the totem of the friend that the Daganov clan would give to those who they deem worthy of being friends. And she goes, I feel that you have their name. You are more important than I. But maybe this will help you along your way.
I'll pick it up. How did you get this? It's been so long since I've seen this.
And she kind of smiles and she goes, well, maybe that is a story for another day, but I believe you must go and find your friend.
Do I see that maybe she has food or drink?
She definitely has an empty mug on her table.
Well, it would be ill-mannered of me if I at least didn't refill your cup. And then I'll kind of to the waiter and pass over whatever's needed to make sure she has a full cup.
Yeah, and it's a surprisingly like a dark ale that is poured into her mug, and she takes a sip. Yes, thank you, Daganov Cypher. And if we ever meet again, I will tell you about the Daganovs that I met before.
I do have a feeling we'll meet again. Thank you. And I'll grab the totem and the lemon.
Perfect. And you meet up with everybody else. Tomahawk probably comes back with a whole crate of lemons, I feel like.
Yeah, I basically emptied out that whole tree.
You realize as you walk out of there that she did not give you her name, and as you look back, you don't see her.
I'll just kind of hold the totem close, and I'll actually just put it in my bag. I'll investigate that later. Guys, is everyone here?
Did we all meet back up?
Yeah, I feel like they were probably waiting. You guys were probably waiting for Cypher for like a minute or two, and right about as the time you were like, we should go get him, he steps out.
Guys. And I'll just kind of pass over the information that she gave me, a little bit less vague. Simon, he was around here. This lady, I don't know, she had like cards and she knew the Dagonoffs and
So you met a lady
surrounded
at
by
the
a
inn?
veil?
When
Yeah,
you-
but she wasn't like the ones that like Tomahawk looks at.
What does that mean?
Was she old and wrinkly?
Was she old and wrinkly? Like, I just imagine she was a bit older.
What did she look like?
Is that what you meant when you said bees?
Yeah, it's something about like actual bees, not like the letter, but like the thing, the
Oh, so not the. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Maybe it
I don't know
means
what
honey.
ones go here, but
Maybe we have to find honey.
would there be
Bees
an
make honey.
apothecary somewhere?
Oh yeah,
But before
Would it
we do that,
be-
go ahead, keep asking your question.
I don't know.
I was gonna say
I was gonna
before
say,
they're like
You go,
twins,
cousin.
finishing each other's sentences.
it's almost like we're only a few months apart.
Well, have you guys seen, is there an Alabaster City garden around here? If we can't find anything at the apothecary, maybe there might be something there.
There's supposed to be a really pretty garden up at the Royal District.
Oh,
Will they let
Yeah,
us
maybe
in?
bees are there to pollinate the flowers.
yeah.
Okay, before we do all this, we do have the lemon, so let's give it to Liz so she can try to figure it out.
Oh yeah, I'm still holding these. Here.
I only
Just have
needed
the
one,
one.
but thank you. And she grabs one.
Well, you
from
can
the
make
thing.
tea with the rest of them, I guess.
Or not, and I'll just drop them on the ground.
And she goes, do you have a match or a torch we can light?
I take out my torch and I light it for her.
Perfect. And she like cuts the lemon in half and like lightly rubs it on the page and puts it over the fire, and probably about 20 seconds or so goes by, and all of a sudden there's like not necessarily words, some sort of cipher shows up on there, some sort of codes or something. And Liz goes, oh, it's the Simon Says words.
What does Simon say?
Well, it's been a while. It was a language he made when he was little, and we just called it the Simon Says words. And she's kind of mumbling a little bit to herself, and she goes, it's almost coordinates? It doesn't make sense. It says 3 days and 3 shifts, 2 more days, and the dead hand touches the sky?
Yeah,
The
that's
dead
where we
hand-
lost him.
The dead hand.
So does it take 3 days and then we have to go through 3 shifts and then spend 2 days and go and then we're there? Is that what it's trying to say? And I pull out the map that I have in the thing and we start trying to figure it out.
I guess, yeah. Roll me. Do a general knowledge.
Can we all join in on this?
Yeah, sure. Everybody can roll general knowledge if you have the map out. Yeah.
I failed.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I have faith in you, brother.
Oh, no.
The confusing part of this is the shifts. You guys don't really know much about them other than they happen. But at least that first part, you guys can map the 3 days. Is sort of where a valley, or so it's called, starts. It seems to be sort of like how Shadesfield is in that giant kind of valley and crag in the shale lands. It's almost kind of the same thing. 3 days out is another area like that.
Did any of us witness the shifting of the sands?
I think Tomahawk did, like, kind of when they were first leaving the Alabaster City on their very first adventure before we went with
Oh.
Eevee spells.
You
I'm
guys,
the only one who didn't see the shifting of the sands. It was Declan during a rest.
Yep, but that was
and
at
you
night,
during another time.
so he didn't. He
Yeah.
more heard it, and then in the morning noticed that things were different. And then Tomahawk did see one out in the distance when you guys first set out. Yeah.
So wait, does that mean we gotta travel to a location that's about 3 days out, wait for it to shift 3 times, and then keep going for another 2 days? Am
I
I
think,
am I understanding that right?
I think that sounds what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah.
Liz cuts in and goes, but it looks like this dead hand is maybe that's where they're located. Maybe they're still at that crypt.
I mean, it would make sense.
That's what I would think. But it would have to touch the sky. So do we have to be there when a certain shift happens? Is that why we wait the 2 days? Maybe someone in the
Yeah, exactly what you're about to say.
maybe someone in the adventurer guild might have more knowledge on the shifts because they've been here a while.
Yeah, we can go see if there's maybe a cartographer or somebody who has studied the shifting of the shale lands. I studied a little bit before I came here, but all I know is that the shale lands is, well, some people say it's actually a giant monster, and that the shale lands is the back or the shell of this giant monster, and that's what's moving. And if that monster ever comes out of the ground, it's going to mean the apocalypse or the end of the world. But I don't know if I believe that.
That's crazy.
But other book I read, I didn't quite understand it. It's a little too much for me. Was saying that it's just like some sort of plates under the earth that, depending on some sort of natural phenomenon or magic or ley lines or something like that, that they shift based on those.
That sounds so far-fetched.
But if you've
Well,
seen them, I guess it's not really.
Well, depends on if you like the monster explanation or the more scientific one.
Yeah,
The monster one would be more fun.
but also
I did-
scary.
That too.
I did hear a fairy tale where there was 5 towns located on a dragon, where 2 were on the claws, 2 were on the shoulders, and 1 was on the back. So maybe the Shalians could be something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, let's
Well-
go see if we can find a cartographer.
Yeah.
Let's go. We head there, right? Let's go.
Perfect. And you guys enter the Adventurers Guild Hall, and you can see there are a handful of other adventurers excited about their receiving their ranks, higher ranking, and all these things. And you guys are kind of headed towards a small group or to ask about the cartographers when somebody, Araya, kicks in the door. Kind of frizzled hair, cat-like ears, kind of a long, bushy tail, and just yells, "Bees!" And that's where we will end this episode.
Uh-oh.
I'm just reminded of Tommy Boy. Bees! You're useless to stop them!